My question is, who should be served first? Is my question. And you're cooking. Let's say, Kezia, you're cooking a meal. Who do you serve first? If you're listening, you respond. Who do you serve first? Because I personally feel it. I'm not trying to sound like a dictator or a sexist. I just think the man, like the troubles of a day that a man has to endure in a day. Like the one thing when he comes home, his home is his domain. He should be treated as such. That's not being a dictatorship. I'm not saying it should be like coming to America and he should have rose bearers at the front door, although that would be kind of dope. But no, I think at the least that man comes home, the least he should have is, of course, a hot cooked meal, and he should have it first. I'm not saying to have the biggest plate. I think that's just greedy. Because some people ain't got it. Some people ain't able. So I'm not, hey, I'm just saying let's not be greedy and you should have the biggest plate and then y'all just eat over scraps. Nah. I said feed that man first. That man is, especially if that man is a breadwinner, Now, I'm not saying if the woman's a breadwinner that the man should be catering and serving the woman. No. But I think it should be taking time. I think it should be equal balance between the two. Okay, so you're saying all the plates are, Kezia, you're saying all the plates are placed on the table. We all sit down, pray, and together. So, Kezia, don't get me wrong. It sounds like you're saying that everybody's out for themselves. That means I go get my food, you go get your food, the kids get their food. We sit down, we pray, we chop it up. God bless, good night. That's what it sounds like to me. And I'm reading this chat for the people that are in the chat as well. Okay, if we eat together, the plate should be on the table when I get home. Interesting. Aisha is saying, when I'm at a restaurant, I don't want the kids to wait, so I ask for their food to be brought out first. So, and now is that a motherly thing, or is that just because I'm trying to understand that. Like, of course we sacrifice and do for our kids, of course, but that's kind of tough. Another message is, we eat as a family, the food was placed on the table, and you will fix his plate. Okay, I got you. What does being the breadwinner have to do with anything? If the man is not the breadwinner, is he less of a king? Great point. But see, and this is when I'm going back to what I'm saying. I'm saying that the man being at the house, a man coming home, that's his domain, that's his home. He's made that his home, that's his house. He turned his house into a home. But that's my opinion on that. Let me, I got a caller. Okay, cool. Let's talk about this. You're calling in live right here on the Man Cave Show, SUT Radio, WSUT Radio, the community station. Who's this?
This is Kezia.
Hey, Kezia, what's going on? How you doing, sweetheart?
Good. How are you?
I'm good. So I saw you went from chat to calling. So, well, this must be eating you up. So what's on your mind?
Okay, so of course, traditionally you did, back in the day we did, serve our man first because he did, come home from a long day of work, and of course we would feed him first. Right. Now everything has changed. Everything isn't the same. The man isn't always the breadwinner, number one. Number two, even if he is the breadwinner, I don't see anything wrong with all of us sitting down eating together. And nowadays, you don't come home at a decent time. Like, everybody doesn't come home at 5, 6 o'clock, and dinner is served at 7 p.m. Sometimes the man will come home too late, and his plate will be either in the microwave so that when he comes home, I can warm it up, and when it's ready, he will have it once he comes home. So it depends on the situation. However, if the man does come home on a day where he comes home early enough for us all to sit at the table and have a conversation, eat, that is pretty much the one time out of that day or the week that everyone is together as a family. A lot of times, the mother and the father are working so much that there is not enough family time to have, with the family. So at some point in time, you have to have that family time.
So let me ask you. So let me ask you this, because I'm hearing you. You're making a great point, and I'm cool. I'm agreeing with you. The one thing I'm trying to figure out is that when you say everybody is eating at the table together, food's on the table, cool. Are you saying that you cook the food and the food is brought from the stove to the table, and then everybody dig in and get their own plate? Is that what you're saying? Okay.
No. I will serve everyone's plate. I'm not going to just bring the food to the table and then we all dig in. That's kind of like a Thanksgiving type of thing. Okay. No. I will serve everyone's plate. Everyone sits down in front of their plate. We'll pray and we'll eat. Everyone gets served.
But who gets served first? Who gets served first?
It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. I can serve my husband first, but we're not all going to eat differently.
Okay.
We'll all eat together.
So your point is that no matter who gets served first, it doesn't matter. We're not going to eat until we pray first, and then we all eat together.
Exactly.
Okay. That's respectable. But I kind of want to understand, I kind of want to get into still who gets served first, because it's not, you know what, to me, it's not that big of a deal. Truth be told, most of the time, I'm a very picky eater, so I like to pick out my own damn plate anyway, because, you know, even though you cook what I want, I still want to pick out my own damn food, because this is the way I eat. But I just think it's a sign of respect for a man to be served first.
What's the difference if you're served first or last? You're getting served, right? You're not having to do it yourself. That's the point of you being served. You're coming home. You don't want to have to do anything, but you're getting served anyway. So regardless of whether you get served first or last, it really wouldn't matter.
Now let me ask you hypothetically now, sis, and I'm glad you said that. So let's speak about first and last real quick. So you're in a relationship, your man, you know, I'm taking this to sex, of course. So what if the sex was the same thing? What if the man said, well, I got mine, I got served first, you'll get yours later? It doesn't matter. You both got served, right?
Okay, so here's a better question. Let's say I serve my man first, right?
We talking about sex still?
Let's say I serve my man food first. And that by the time I get to serving all of the kids or everyone else, there isn't enough food. Then what?
See, now I said the man, in my opinion, the man's plate doesn't have to be bigger than everybody's. I just think the man should be served first.
Okay, so the portion of what gets served doesn't matter. He just needs to be served first.
Bingo. That's what I'm saying. So I don't need, I'm not that dude that I want the biggest pieces of chicken and all the mashed potatoes and y'all get scraps. No, I think the man in his house should be served first out of respect. Regardless, now here's a twist. Even if he's not the breadwinner and he's not bringing the food home, it just shows a sign of respect because the man is still the leader in his household. It doesn't matter about finances. It's a matter of respect. The man is still the leader and protector of his household. And that leader, and that's just how I feel.
Okay, so if I serve you a very small portion, and then you're hungry afterwards,
I get my own damn food.
Oh, okay. So I could serve you a small portion, serve everyone else their regular portions, but just all that matters is that you were served first.
You're damn right, but don't be petty and serve me a la carte. You serve me a la carte, I'm gonna kick your a la carte ass out the house. But you get where I'm coming from. It's just a matter. It's a token of respect to serve that man first. And especially if you're raising girls or boys. Either way, I think it's just how kids should know how they should be treated when they get older, and how a man should be treated as a leader in his household, regardless.
I mean, I agree with that, but I don't think that goes to every single family. Everybody does everything different. Okay. And it all goes according to what you believe in. If you believe that is how things should be, and your wife or significant other is okay with that, then that's what you guys go with.
Okay.
But if it doesn't work, it doesn't work. What works, and what doesn't work, doesn't.
So you want to now you want to respond to this? That was a great comment that was made that that's what society has it screwed up. Monetary shouldn't be based on the level of a respect a man is given. And see, that's what I'm on. I don't think it means I don't have to be necessarily. Oh, say we married, and you make more than me, so that makes you quote unquote technically the breadwinner. So, but I'm the man, so I should get treated less, or should I just be getting treated? No, here's my question.
I don't agree with that.
Okay.
I don't think that you should get treated less of a person, period, whether you make more or less money. That doesn't matter to me.
Well, I do.
And I don't even know why that was even included, back in the day, in terms of, you getting served first. That shouldn't matter to me. But like I said, it goes according to what you believe in. If that's something that you and your wife agree on, then that's what you agree on. But I don't believe in treating you any differently, whether you make more money or less money.
So let me ask you this: when a man is walking with you, do you walk behind, or you walk in front of that man, or do you walk side by side?
I would walk side by side, but my man should know that I should be on the inside of him.
Well, I understand that, but why would you walk? Society has it so screwed up that it's like I have to watch what I say because I don't want to sound like I'm sexist. But why do you feel like you should walk side by side with your man?
I mean, that's just how I've always been comfortable to walk. It's never been. I mean, I've never had someone tell me otherwise, so it's never been an issue. That's what it's always been for me.
Okay, so
if it's supposed to be something else, I've never had that experience.
Okay, cool.
And that's just me being honest.
So if a man walks behind you, though, what is that? What do you feel it's saying about that man?
I mean, I don't feel like it's saying anything, but I just feel like it would be a little weird to me because I've never had it that way. He would have to explain to me what was his reason for walking behind me, so I would understand. Now
you know that a lot of people have some screwed up. Now you're seeing that when I talk about relationships so much is that I bring up certain topics because I think so many people have so many screwed up ideas or ideologies on what relationships should be. Because do you know that some people feel that if a man walks behind you, he's not protecting you? And do you understand that some people feel that if a man walks in front of you, that he's protecting you and he's leading you? And some people feel that a man, if you walk side by side with a man, that you consider his equal. And some people don't consider men and women to be equal. So I know, and that comes in a lot of different cultures. You get what I'm saying?
I think they're getting too deep on that one.
But you know what? I will say, how I look at it, I think I don't mind walking side by side. I think in some cases, if we're in a different surrounding, I think the man should be in front of you. Not like not like you should be walking like 17 feet away and I got to wait for you to catch up. I was talking about enough where whatever's in front of you, you can catch. And I think you walking behind me, you catching, you got my back. So I think that's how I perceive it. Not so much as being like I'm King Joffrey Juffer and I'm just trying to, make the way and clear out like, I'm your security guard or something. You know what I'm saying?
I get it. I mean, if I was walking through a crowd, of course my man is in front of me and I'm behind him. Right. But if we're just walking, down the street, there's no traffic or anything. We're just walking. I don't see what the issue is walking side by side.
Okay. But you do understand what I'm saying, that the fact I was giving, this is what coaches think in some cultures, and this is why you see a lot of women. So it makes it hard, man. Some people come from different culture backgrounds, and some people have adapted some of these other culture backgrounds, which makes them twisted in their judgment as far as in dating nowadays. But I will say it's universal for a woman to be in the inside of a man when they're walking on the street, so the outside, because that's just a matter of protection.
Right.
Cool. So let me get so I'm gonna wrap it up with you. Thank you for calling as well. And
no problem.
I want to get your thought on this for Monday, because I'm going 3 days now, Monday, Thursday, and Saturday, and I'm gonna ask you this one question.